This is so annoying. Yes, very annoying. Doesn't this just mean that Lady Farina will sit at the judges' table? Exactly. No, voiceover for this. That's no fun. So the judges' table, what does that mean? Oh my, we have guests. Judging from your clothes, you must be Outlanders, yes. In that case, it's quite expected that you might not understand our local lingo. Allow me to put it this way. Who should sit at the judges' table? The justices, of course. And who is our Chief Justice? Monsieur Neuvillette, naturally. Oh my, well then, why is our dear Hydro Archon sitting in Monsieur Neuvillette's chair? Come now, tell me, what would the poor people being judged think of that? If it were me, why, I would feel cheated. Our Hydro Archon knows nothing about being a judge. Oof! I honestly thought they were going to leave it at our Hydro Archon knows nothing, and I was going to be like, true. Well, it does seem like they wouldn't be getting what was advertised. We're just so done. Exactly, trials will be not as advertised, precisely as you say. Huh, so it does mean what Paimon thought it did. Wait just a second, are you sure it's okay for you to make fun of your god like that? Of course, our Archon loves such jokes. Does she really? Why, if these words reach her ears, she would tie me to a stone and have me hurled into a deep lake, watching enthusiastically from the sidelines the entire time. What? Excuse me? But dear guests, do not grieve yet, for our good Arbon is ever so flighty with his words that even a millstone could not sink him. I'm so confused. What is going on? What is happening? No, Archon would say, it's a miracle, such a romantic ending, while applauding most loudly. In fact, she might even shed a tear or two. And she may even bestow upon me a model of a romantic Fontaine medal. Yes, most romantic. Is that what Fontainians consider romantic? Paimon's not sure what to say here, finally. In any case, let's get to business. Might I ask you why you have come to our humble store? I was just walking by, and y'all started talking to me. Speaking of which, Arbon, don't you think our two guests look like the famous adventurers the boss told us about previously? The boss? Huh, quite so. One with hair like burnished gold and the other like shining silver. Oh, right. Might the two of you be Miss Zapire and Miss Paimon? You know us? The boss was asking around at the Adventurers Guild about adventurers active in Fontaine and ended up being told about the two of you. Word is that you're a pretty formidable team. Well, Miss Zapire, looks like we're getting more famous by the day. 'Tis all thanks to you, Miss Paimon. Hee, haven't you been growing a silver tongue lately? Alrighty then. For that, Paimon shall always share her fortune with you. Is that like her fortune is in like her luck? Her fortune is in like I'm gonna go tell your fortune, or is that like her fortune is in like her amount of money that she has? Because we learned that Paimon has her own money recently, and that's weird. Well then, what would your boss like from us? Well, unfortunately, he's not in the story right now, so allow us to tell you in his stead. Just a few words, not to worry. To be brief, our boss would like your help collecting data for his Champion Duelist plan. Champion Duelist plan? Is it a plan to use Champion Duelists? It is a plan to use Champion Duelists as the main characters, the development centerpiece, and the focus of our advertising for new line Clockwork Toys. Alright, that's our business, by the way. Clockwork Toys. Also, it's so true. Paimon only has her annoying personality to wear down people into giving her food. So in Act 1 of the Archon quest, Paimon pulls out these glass. I don't think I can show them on stream very easily. Let me try to pull this up because this was hilarious. I put it in streaming. Where we become lawyers, right? And Paimon pulls out these investigative glasses because she's going to be doing some detective work. And now I just have to change to this. And she wears them for the entire rest of the quest. And so I ask her, where did you get those glasses? And she says, oh, I bought them at the store. Don't worry, I used my own money instead of our travel money or something like that. And we're just like, okay, what? But everybody in Everybody who, like, plays Genshin is just like, wait, hang on a second, why does she have her own money? What's going on here? Also, the two of you heard of Champion Duelists. I have, don't worry, continue. Not at all, could you? I just want to see what they have to explain, you know? They are a special institution in Fontaine. If you commit any crime, as you face your trial, you may apply for a duel against a champion duelist. Should you prove victorious, you can clear your name and defend your honor, and thus remove the need for a trial. However, defeating a champion duelist is no mean feat. Yeah, it's a nice feat. What? Harder than selling toys, certainly. Our boss believes this to be an excellent cultural institution of Fontaine. As such, toys of this kind may yet sell very well indeed, and if they do get popular outside the country, we can also win honor for our nation. 2 birds with 1 stone, I say. Oh, I can see Lady Farina herself pinning medals to our chests. Okay, so that's the situation, huh? But if you're making toy champion duelists, what do you need us adventurers for? Well, you can't develop anything without data, and the strength of the champion duelists is honed in all manner of perilous places. Getting data on them isn't easy, but when we heard that the more impressive adventurers do similar things, we thought, why not get adventurers to help us instead? Paimon kinda gets it now. You're gonna use adventurers to get the data you need for your line of toy champion duelists. Is that it? That's false advertising. It's no different from Lady Farina sitting at the judge's table. Well, now it's not quite that serious. It's more like replacing a maritime flower with a mallow tree. I was looking for mallow trees. Or, you know, a wooden pillar with a stone one. God, doesn't all this mean more or less the same thing? That's what you two were talking about from the start, you know. And we heard it all. Oh, that. We were talking about Le Poit Horlogerie, the watchmaker. Dang, I didn't read that. I accidentally clicked. They call themselves a watchmaker, but they make toys on the sly. Now that's just completely absurd, isn't it? Indeed, terribly so. A watchmaker that sells toys? Exactly, and is that not reprehensible? Come, tell me, what do you like most in this world? What Paimon likes most? Well, it's her best buddy Zapire, of course. Aw, how cute. In that case, if there was a Zapire puppet store somewhere that you traveled from afar to see, only to find that it did not sell Zapire puppets at all, but instead stocked nothing but a ton of Arbonne puppets, would you not be angered at this betrayal of your expectation? Would you not cry and scream? Would you not send the boss of that store flying with a single punch for denying you the purchase of your dear companion? Why, I'd be furious. I'd punch the store owner straight into a cell in the Fortress of Maripide. Seriously, who'd buy Arbonne puppets anyway? Bro, what's going on? I'm slightly terrified. Well, now that you say so, it'd be kind of annoying. What do we do, Zapire? It'd be terrible if puppets of you were to go out of stock. Paimon. It's a red herring. Don't get distracted. They're selling you a bridge here, you know? I want to see... How is she going to respond to either red herring or they're selling you a bridge? I feel like Paimon doesn't understand either of those idioms. I'm going to say they're selling you a bridge. Dang it! She got it. Huh, and they almost got Paimon there too. Oh, come now. We were just making analogies, and you know what they say, there's no such thing as a perfect analogy. And well, the things we describe do happen. After all, you will not find barrel conches in conch madeleines, will you? Precisely, and such things will only increase in frequency, until the day comes when watchmakers stop making watches altogether. But we shall not forgive them. Oh no, unless they change their name to Le Poit Toy Makers, and there you both go again. You two really love spouting nonsense, don't you? The more you talk, the further off topic we get. So, let's just have it now. What do you need us to do? Well, actually, we do have one request to make before that. Could you two go to Le Poit Horlogerie next door and do a little investigation there? Watchmaking is their main trade, but the latest toys have become so popular they're stealing our customers. We heard that the store owner gained inspiration for these toys in Mondstadt, and we're curious about what they might be. For all you know, it might be some alchemy-powered toy that gives off a scent 4 times as sweet as Sunsetti's, which they use to ensnare people. Well, I've heard that there's an alchemist in Mondstadt who can do that anyway. Sue Gross, Sue Gross, Sue Gross. A quadruple sweetness Sunsettia, wouldn't that be? As such, could you please help us check it out, dear guests? Our boss is quite concerned about this matter. And why don't you go yourselves? Oh, come on now, dear guest. We have reputations to maintain as business people. We can't just walk over there willy-nilly. Exactly. It's for the sake of our reputation. And is one's reputation not one's all? Something, something, Flynn Rider. For my part, I must go tell our boss of your arrival, so please lend us your aid in this matter. To be honest, Zapire, Paimon's pretty curious. What would toys that take inspiration from Mondstadt look like? Would they really have something to do with alchemy? Let's just go have a look, shall we? A fake reputation is all a man has. Thank you for filling in the quote. Knew I could count on you for Tangled lore. Thank you so much. In that case, we shall wait for news from you here. My nose. Look, it's little penguin boys. Penguin man, penguin man. This, Bennett, do you have Bennett? Bennett is the inspiration. No, he's really good. If you make it all the way to Fontaine, you could do this, you do this quest and you could get a Bennett. Whoa, there are a ton of people over here. Hello, dear customers. I'm Charon, the owner of this shop. What can I do for you? Hey there, boss. We heard that you've come up with an awesome toy, so we'd like to know more about it. Haha, of course you can. Still, my elder brother sent you here to seek out information, didn't he? My elder brother? Your brother. Wait, actually, how did you know what we were here for? Oh, I just saw you walking out from the clockwork shop. That's all. My brother owns that shop, and I know him and what he'd do. This is right up his alley. Exposed before we could even get started. Oh, we should have prepped more before coming over. How are we supposed to know that you're brothers? Ugh, now this isn't just a matter of corporate competition, is it? Paimon's down for corporate espionage, but she's not down for brother v brother. Paimon, mind your language, please. Sorry, boss. Paimon's brain gears got stuck there for a minute. Don't worry, even the best-made toys have components. They'll get stuck at some point. It's the same with people. You need to take good care of them. Besides, I don't think you're wrong about how my brother sees our relationship. Regardless, I won't take up more of your time than needed. Let me talk about these toys instead. Don't get involved with the mafia. Are you sure this is okay? We're supposed to be secretly gathering intel. Haha, such interesting things you say, dear customers. Our store's real bread and butter is clocks, which we make using techniques handed down from generation to generation. Toys are just my personal hobby. They bring happiness to people, so if I let more people know about them, is that not the same as spreading happiness? That's such a nice way of thinking about things. Such a kind way to think about corporate espionage. Don't do corporate espionage, kiddos. Haha, my brother would probably say that this line of thinking is too unadventurous, but that aside, why don't you have a look at the toy? I hope you'll like it. I heard that you got your inspiration from Mondstadt. Indeed, I've liked the place since I was little, and when I went there recently, it was indeed a rewarding experience for me. I incorporated the story of an adventure I met there into the toy, but don't set your expectations too high, alright? In the end, it's just a simple clockwork device. An adventurer. So it's not product of alchemy, then? An alchemical toy? That sounds interesting, but this adventurer made quite the impression. If there's time, I'll tell you his story. Would you like to try the toy out now? There's nothing quite like experiencing it for yourself. We'd love to, but they're still waiting for our reply on the other end. We should get there first. They're waiting for your information about the toy. We should try out the toy. What? We should get there first, Zapire, and then come right back. Paimon really wants to try this adventurer toy right away. Alright then, remember, you're always welcome here. There's another guy. Debray. Boss, our two guests have returned. The two of you are quick indeed, as expected of people recommended by the Adventurers Guild. I'm Livra, the owner of this shop. Welcome. Hey there, boss. So you and Karen are brothers. We didn't know about that, and he saw through us right away. Seriously, Albert? You didn't tell me something this important? Seriously, Arbon? Didn't we agree that you'd tell them? If you're going to cut anyone's salary, boss, cut his. Hey, are you two brothers too? What? Don't call this guy my brother. Ahem. So what you mean to say is that the mission's a bust? You didn't find anything? Well, no. Karen is a really nice guy, and he didn't mind, even though he knew about us. He even told us that we could try the toy out anytime. That guy. So is that toy alchemically powered? Nope. It's an adventurer toy. Those things are so corny. Didn't he say that he incorporated some adventure story into it or something? That's right. How did you know? Did you already investigate the matter or something? I just know him all too well. He always puts something sentimental into his toys without caring about the market situation. If you ask me, adventure stories are long out of fashion. But his shop is very popular, isn't it? That's just ordinary market fluctuations. Once our champion duelist lineup takes the stage, we'll have him beat easy. But those aren't real champion duelists. They're the result of us out-of-fashion adventurers play acting. What do the two of you know? This is what we call packaging. It's standard practice on the market, and no one cares exactly how you do it. We're just going to get the data and put it into some popular toy prototypes and claim that it's a story about the growth of a champion duelist, and that'll do the trick just fine. Really? That's it? Paimon feels like there'll definitely be problems this way. It's fine if the story has issues. It's all about the gimmick. What would you think if I told you that Arbonne and Albert are in fact ultra-realistic, ultra-high-quality puppets based on the theme of Double Act? What? They're puppets? Can puppets look so real? Of course they can. That's the power of a double act. Tricks can seem very real indeed. See that? That's the power of packaging. Even a gimmick can, when presented the right way, generate interest. So it's just a trick. You cheater. You could be more different from your brother. Well, that's his problem for not staying in his clockwork lane. If he wants to stick his nose into the toy-making business, it's my duty as his older brother to show him what's what. Quite the dab hand, aren't you? None more conniving than a merchant, I see. Thanks for the compliments. In that case, eyes up, you two. The data collection will be run by Arbonne and Albert. Well, we're just going to turn a blind eye to your brotherly conflict. Just don't skimp on our payments. Dance Dance Resolution. Torrential Turbulent Charge. Efficacy Testing Simulation Arena. And Toy War Situation Map.
So much fire outside.
2 days later. Welcome, dear guests. We meet again. It has not been long, and yet I miss you a little already. I was standing right there the whole time. You sweet talker. Woe is me. Loath am I. How the pain stings. Perhaps I'd best get back to my work. Let me state first that the planned data collection project will be divided into 2 parts. One will be run by Albert, and the other by me. On my side, we wish to model the agility of a champion duelist, and so we'll need you to complete a few underwater speed challenges. Do champion duelists have to train underwater? Who knows? I do not know one personally, and I don't think the boss knows any either. He probably just thinks that it's cooler this way. He originally wanted to install 10 different water drawing mechanisms that can spray jets of water, but eventually gave up on this idea due to high costs. That does sound pretty cool. Only kids would find that cool. Well, Fontaine is the realm of water, after all. And if this has to be sold in other nations, a little Fontainian flair is needed. Anyway, we've prepared a handbook with relevant details. Please peruse it at your disposal. Well, are you two raring to go already? Let me make some preparations. No problem, the data collection devices have already been placed over there, so you need not worry about them. You just need to focus on completing the challenge. Okay. My, are you so eager to begin work already? If you don't mind me saying so, I do think that this plan won't go anywhere. Might as well go over to La Pointe au Logier to have some fun, eh? Whoa, is that your honesty coming out to play? Shh, pipe down, pipe down. If someone hears us, they might take me for a hostile spy. Anyway, haha, let's leave this topic at that, shall we? I mean, I just work here, so let's talk work. Let me state first that this data collection project will be divided into 2 parts. One will be run by Arbonne and the other by me. I already heard that. On my side, we wish to model the might of a champion duelist, and so we will need you to complete some feats of combat prowess. We have found some places where monsters often gather, and planted data collection devices in the vicinity, so you need only go forth and clear those creatures out. I have already marked the exact locations on your map. As for any other things of note, they have been written into this manual here, which you can peruse at your leisure. So do you have any questions? No. Well, in that case, I hope the data gathering session goes like clockwork. Get it? Because they're clockwork mechs? Wow. So clever. Alright, let's go dance. I'm gonna dance with this guy. Dang. Armand? Hello, you two. My name is Armand. You seem kind of nervous. So sorry, I could get like this when there are too many people around. No worries, no worries. You don't have to rush. We're just here to try out the toy. Oh, sure. I prepared a handbook for you. Oh, that's so nice of you, Armand. We'll read it carefully for sure. It's alright if you don't read it. It's very simple and fun. Do you want to try? Thanks, I'll give it a go. I hope you enjoy yourselves. During the challenge, control the toy adventure. Follow the music beats and attack at the right moment to hit the toys, lining both sides of the track. Before the challenge starts, adjust your attack delay to optimize your toy's reaction precision. With suitable attack delay parameters, you'll be able to hit toys to the rhythm more easily and score higher in the challenge. On certain devices, you can enter the settings interface to adjust the attack button position before starting this challenge. It's very simple and fun. Do you want to try? Let's begin. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Yeah, let's calibrate that toy. Which buttons do I need to press? A and D. Okay. Let me put it up to 40 maybe. That works. Let's begin. Start challenge. Oh. That's such a fun song, though. Let's begin. When faced with toy blue slimes during challenge, hold the corresponding arrow keys in advance to charge up before releasing the button to initiate charge attacks. Only charge attacks can get in toy blue slimes. Okay. This song was in the Valurium Mirage. Oh no, I messed up. I cannot believe that I missed one. Let's begin. When faced with toy, double green slimes during the challenge, tap the left and right arrow keys simultaneously. To initiate a wide range attack, only wide range attacks can damage toy green. Double green slimes, okay. Oh. Yeah. Can't believe I missed one again. I'm just trying to vibe with the music, you know? Ah. Yay. Okay. Uh-oh. Do we think that I should try just using this team? In the efficacy testing simulation arena challenge, travelers need to proceed to the designated areas and defeat all enemies. Each challenge has 3 different areas occupied by opponents. Clear all opponents in each area to complete the challenge. Also, let me see. What I can do with these talents. I think I can get everything up to 3 and call it good. Let me see. Up to tactic 1. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. So I just have to kill them. I can do that for sure.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let me scratch. Sign here, please.
Finger gun.
Adventure. Delves into destiny.
No, a big boy.
Delves into destiny. Fate is upon you. Wipe out. Water. Let's
Okay, I'm not doing it with that team anymore. I need to actually build my Mona if I was gonna do something like that, and I don't want to do that. As much as the cat in the box was biting him, obviously. Cat box does constant dendro damage. But I can swim around his Mona. Let me go get a stingray first. Your character will automatically move forward in the water, and you can adjust their direction to a certain extent. Turbulent bubbles might appear in open water challenges, and contact such bubbles will enable your character to charge forward a certain distance. Make use of turbulent bubbles to effectively reduce time consumption. Hidden obstacles might appear during the challenge. These cannot be seen unless your character gets within a certain distance of them. Contact with them will induce punishment. Your challenge time remaining will decrease. Oh. What's wrong? The wrong button. Oh, I only hit one. So I hit the bubbles, I don't hit the obstacles. Seems easy enough. This is the Dimitri level in Slide 3, but much easier. Dang, he must not be listening to me. Oh, there we go. Don't think you've ever done that level, the when Dimitri goes and gets the cane. Did I always do it? Wow. Well then you better come over here and do that level. I still haven't finished my playthrough of Slide 2. I got halfway through the second Jean Bisson, and then I had to go travel, and I haven't gone back to it. Ooh. Wait, where is this one? Swan. I need Traveler for this. Okay, where is it? I believe in you. Yes. I'm so good at this game. I could also have just gotten it with the Wave Rider. But where's the fun in that? Let me go follow this Sealy. Can probably just enter this. Probably send me the right way. The tides will guide you home.
A reward on the road.
Finger gun. Summon my boat. Hello? Kill the bird. Kill the bird. Let me kill the bird. Please. Please. You don't understand, Genshin. I need this. Let me kill the bird. Yes! Die. Uh-oh, that's a big boy right there. I wasn't coming near you. Goodbye. 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 I didn't do anything. Ah. Ah! Gotta go. Hurry it up. I could have made it through the middle. They all moved away from me. I don't think I could have hit those if I tried. Dragon bones. Challenge complete. Okay. Navigate. No, I already got this today. Turbulent rings will be present during the challenge, and traveling through these rings will enable your character to charge forward a certain distance. Make use of turbulent rings to efficiently reduce time consumption. Special obstacles might appear during the challenge. Contact with them will induce punishment. Your challenge time remaining will decrease. Straight up a wall. Now I'm just gonna see claws coming out and snapping at me while I can't move to avoid them. The X-Men. Oh, down we go. Do you have to have done the Virgil quest to do this torrential turbulent charge? How far down is it gonna send us? Okay, so it just sends us to right here, which technically you can get to without doing the quest. But I can just keep going. Yay. Whee. Yay. Oh, I almost made it into the other water. That would have been so cool. Anyway. Cancel navigation. Let's go fight some more people. For this, I will just do it quickly. Actually, I want to bring in Eula. Mika, Kazuha.
Sounds good to me.
I'm glad it sounds so good to you. Slide like a crab. BP level 30. I have 24 fates now. That's so many. I'll probably do some of those wishes as soon as...
Time to go. Wind strike.
Kill the burbs. As soon as I don't have any friendship characters anymore.
Follow the wind. A fateful offering.
Another Roger Antoine aircraft. I think it's just that guy over there. Just because I might get a 4-star. That. Ooh, gotta fight.
Dividing cover fire. Now's our chance.
Beg for mercy.
As one with wind and cloud.
Shine down.
Wind strike.
Oh, just sending me back. But yeah, for right now, I'm happy with just, you know,
Good work, everyone.
Good work, everyone. Whoa. Uh-oh.
No!
That was embarrassing. Anyway.
But a momentary distraction.
I'm gonna... I almost actively chose to fall with the ride in there as well. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to heal him first. He has 30,000 health, and I barely fell. He should not have died. But it is what it is. Can't do much about it now.
Oh, we'd better stay battle ready.
We
Our
better
next
stay
mission
battle
could
ready.
Start at any time.
Anytime, indeed.
I'll be the ice above.
Ooh. Fight, mint.
Crush.
Dead mint. Oh, Mora. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's go kill these guys. Challenge start.
Illusion shut.
Into the wind.
Shudder.
Clouds high. The birds, leave the wounded to me. Engaging.
Vengeance will be mine.
Vengeance will be mine.
Crush. Rack and ruin.
Dang it, I didn't hit this guy. That was tragic. I really wanted to just kill them all with my ult there. And I thought I had it for a second.
Providing cover fire. Wind strike.
More speed.
Gotta go fast. More speed. That's Lindenwood. I just shot a tree with a crossbow. That's Cypress Wood again. Where's my mallow wood? This over here is the linden wood again. Right. Nope, that's mallow wood. I got it. Okay, cool. I can just craft the rest. Oh. There's a good amount of stuff down here. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hurt you. But now you're dead. Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Final warning. Wind strike.
Crush. Flood of frost. I condemn you.
215,000.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Yeah, I got it, Eula. Oh. There's nothing up here. Okay. I'll just have to come back for that. I have more people to fight.
More.
I see you, puppies. It's time to die.
There is no escape.
Providing cover fire. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Shudder. Beg for mercy.
One with nature. Now's your chance. Engaging.
Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye. More speed.
Okay. Uh-oh. This is not the right location. I'll take some more. Oh, we will not take some more crystal flies. What is that?
I won't hold you back. Much.
Keep your eyes wide open.
Get out of here!
No time to lose.
Shine down!
Wind strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Let's light it up!
Okay. Oh, good. These guys.
Off we go! Going in! There is no escape!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds
Torn to oblivion!
Clouds high the birds. What? What were you going to say, Kazuha?
Illusion shattered! Everybody stand back!
shouldn't let your guard down. The wind knows it.
There is no escape!
Alien life core. Why are you straying away from the group? Who do you think you are? You think just because you're the strongest, you can walk away from the rest of your group and be okay? There is strength in numbers, my friend.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Oh.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Get out of here!
Get out of here. Apparently a stupid head with filters? What? What did you do? Like a water filter or like a search filter? Ah, okay. So like a search filter. Hate it when that happens.
Catch up on my sleep.
It'd be even funnier if you could do that with the water filter. Be like, hey, don't include any toxins. And then you accidentally put only include toxins, and then all of a sudden you can't get any water anymore, and you're just like pulling lead out of the water tap. Easy money. There's just a drop hanging out over here that I didn't grab earlier, and it's still sitting here? I love that for me. Put the fire out. Ooh, there, Electro. I might as well.
Take it easy.
Plus, you know, they saw me right then, so I couldn't really do anything else.
Here, please.
Cat box.
Behold.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not again.
Ninjutsu!
Why are you laughing at me, Scaramouche?
Busted. The wind rises.
So I love that there are just random dead fish around Fontaine in different places. There was one time where I was hanging out underwater, and then some people used some magic, and they made all of the water go up, and then all of the fish that had been in the water just kind of died. They just fell to the ground and died. Eula. Eula, there
My
you are.
lance and crossbow are
They're what? Level 32. Wow.
There is no escape! Wind strike! Clouds high. The birds
How did it slow with Pyro? What?
Shudder!
When did that happen?
Rack and ruin! Illusion shattered!
Oh,
Beg for mercy!
apparently Eula was the wrong choice.
Let's keep going, team.
Let's keep going, team.
Torn to oblivion!
Torn to oblivion. It's okay, these guys can't hit me.
Shine down! Crush!
That's right, I killed you with a crossbow. Get wrecked, punk. Give me a second. I'm still waiting for this 2 days.
Shudder! Illusion shattered! Beg for mercy!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Now you shall perish!
Now you shall perish. Perishing? Nine 11.
Final warning! Shudder!
Level 33. Wow. Yeah, this event is really easy. I can definitely do it on other accounts. Okay, so I did all those. Now I need to do 3 more of these. Ooh, spicy. They moved. Last thing I did. Yay, and it spit me right out of the new teleporter. How very useful. This guy. Oh. You've got it, Mr. Sealy Man. Obviously there's 3. Oh, it's moving. Interesting. First try. How do I possibly do this? What? Okay, I don't have to do all of these at once. That's good. Another blimp! Well, I guess I'm flying away. Go to Lashot's workshop. I must change back into my team for the event. We are flying. Where we are flying to, I know not. But I do know that we are flying. Ah, that is where we are flying to.
Ooh, maybe I could curl up inside this box.
Destination reached. That was it? Okay. Let us go to Lashot. Baron album. The feedback on the board doesn't look great. Shouldn't we be receiving not but high praise? It wasn't like this before. Quite unexpected, yes. I suspect foul play. Fortunately, our boss has, in his wisdom, prepared a contingency plan. Well, of course he has. Why else do you think he's the boss? How bon Albert is Librarian? Ah, right. On time. Here comes the contingency now. What contingency? Well, that's you. That's what the boss said, but he's not here right now, so let us explain. Just a short explanation once again. During the last 2 days, we released the results of our Champion Duelist plan to the public. We've also started pre-orders that will allow people to pay half the price at a deposit and thus qualify for early access. We also placed an evaluation column, that is to say the message board at the door of the store, upon which people could leave their profuse praises. This is what they call building hype. Just as the boss expected, our store really did get very popular, but very few people placed pre-orders, and the amount of praise left in the other column was also lamentably low. You lack sincerity, this, where's the internal quality control, that, get with the times, such are the reviews we've gotten. Looks like the market wasn't quite what you expected, huh? I fear things are not so simple. We have a saying around here that where there's smoke, there's fire. That is to say that something never arises from nothing. In other words, someone is spreading rumors. Baseless, scurrilous rumors that smear us irresponsibly. That irresponsibly invent disparaging fictions and defamatory fabrications. The boss is sure that his brother is the only one who can be behind the smear campaign. Laporte Oleger has the most to be worried about if this plan succeeds after all. So what do you want to do? Hire us to smear them right back? Lady Farina above! How could you even ever think such a thing? Our boss is Karen's elder brother after all. Even if they might stoop to such low and vulgar means, we will defeat them fair and square. Exactly, only this way can the elder brother reform his wayward little brother. What are we needed for in that case? To get them to reveal what they mean by sincerity and internal quality control, of course. Reveal what now? Is that not fair, and is Fontaine not the nation of fairness? It's the nation of justice. That's not what fairness means. The boss said that since everyone seems to think that the other party's packaging has been done with sincerity, we should keep pace with them. We should package our champion duelists as they package adventurers. Adding that to our wealth of data will guarantee us a comeback victory. Packaging? No, they just turned an adventurer's tale into a toy, that's all. Oh, that must be it. Please, ask them what it is. That story must be the packaging we speak of. I, too, have heard a little something. It seems that while Karen was drunk, he accidentally let slip that this toy was made due to a certain person. Imagine what a grand tale they must have shared to inspire such words from him. Huh, really, Zaphire, Paimon's suddenly kind of curious as to what that story might be. Why don't we try going back and asking? Will you? Oh, splendid, splendid. We shall leave this in your capable hands then, Miss Paimon, Miss Zaphire. It's this person and his unlucky behavior. So Bennett's never actually been to Fontaine, which is rather disappointing. I would have thoroughly enjoyed hearing about his exploits here. We must prove that he is unlucky before we go talk. Ah, where did that rock come from? Did you throw it? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name over there. Anyway, Garon. Hello again, dear customers. How have you been? Have you tried out the adventurer toy, by the way? Hey there, Karen. Actually, we've got some things we wanted to consult you about. Yeah, it's about the toy. Ah, happy coincidence then. I enjoy those, like a fortuitous opportunity to nap, or just happening to have enough more to buy what you'd like to. Ask away. I'd like to hear the story behind this toy. That's right. We've heard that you based this toy on someone. That's gotta be the adventurer who's the star of this tale, right? Haha, I see. So that's your question. Well, that adventurer did indeed leave a deep impression on me. I met an adventurer in Springvale when I was about to leave Mondstadt. It appeared that he had messed up some sort of meal delivery commission. Apparently, he had encountered several waves of monsters on the way there, and not only had he missed the timing, but the food had also been bumped about. Knowing a thing or two about cooking, I helped him make a new serving. Well, that sure was nice of you. Well, but that's not all. You might find it hard to imagine, but that one attempt at cooking resulted in all manner of accidents. My firewood got wet, a big hole got gouged in the bottom of the pot, and while I was plating it up, I was hit by some flying stones from out of nowhere. One of them even bounced onto my head. Now that one really hurt. Well, the job did eventually get done, albeit with a complaint from the customer that they had cracked a tooth on a stone while eating. Lady Farina above, surely it wasn't the stone that hit us on the head. Was this adventurer's name Bennett? That was his name. Wait, do you two know him as well? Interesting fellow, that one. Later, he took me to all sorts of rarely visited places in Mondstadt to show his thanks. It was a pretty rough journey, but the uncommonly beautiful sights made it worth the effort. I would have taken him for a travel enthusiast had he not told me that he had discovered those places by losing his footing during adventures or from getting lost. On the day of my return to Fontaine, he came to say goodbye, and there I asked him if he considered his unlucky disposition bothersome. He just gave me a thumbs up and said the world is full of all sorts of people, and maybe I just happen to be the unluckiest. But thanks to that, I've also become the bravest person, and that's given me access to sights only I can see. What a brilliant way of putting things, walking the path of misfortune with a big smile on one's face. Perhaps that's the spirit of a true adventurer. That's right, Bennett's the most adventurous adventurer for sure. Hee hee, if bad luck can be infectious, perhaps that adventuring spirit could be too, and with any luck, the latter can spread far further than the former. Hee hee. Heh, I wonder. Will this story give you enough material for your report? How did you figure that one out this time? Well, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what we say in Fontaine. If you really wanted to know about the story, you'd have asked the first time. But since you're only doing that now, I can only guess that my brother put you up to it. So you really did know. You know, Paimon doesn't get why Livre would have such a dim view of you. You're pretty smart and you seem like a nice guy. It's anger, I think. He's probably so mad at me for what he sees as a betrayal. Betrayal? Our family is well known for our skills in making clockwork devices. I've always been good at making toys of that sort, and while my brother isn't quite as good, he's got a real knack for doing business. Since we both love toys, we agreed that when we grew up, we would set up the best toy store ever. But it was only when we grew up that we realized that someone had to succeed the family business, that is to say, the shop. My brother had a big fight with our father over that, and he went to strike out on his own. I, on the other hand, was convinced to stay, and is that not a betrayal? Does that really count, though? Well, it wasn't a show of adventurousness, that was for sure. I was afraid that if I failed to make a name for myself out there, I'd have to come crawling back to the family business, and I just couldn't take that pressure. I've always been like that. I'd be the first to cry when we encountered some hooligans on the street, but my brother would have me get behind him with the "don't worry, watch me send them flying with my knuckles sandwich." Your relationship seems kinda complicated. Well, I suppose that's how things played out, eh? In any case, I'll be here if you have any other questions. You're always welcome here in my store. That's right, I'm unlucky.
Get out of here! Out of the way!
Boom. Let's see, do we have any solid lines? Any solid voice lines from him?
This is your team? Cool. I like the vibe. I'm Bennett, leader of Benny's adventure team. Any chance we could team up? Please? Let's go find some treasure.
Let's go find some treasures.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. I'm the leader of Benny's adventure team, a rising
I
star
like the
in the
vibe.
Mondstadt Adventurers Guild. Where are the others? They're all on leave right now. Oh, I know who you mean. The girl who's always charging around all over the place. She's always off adventuring in the wild, just like me. But if you ever see her near a cooking pot, you'll soon find a cloud of thick black smoke blowing in your direction, followed by the smell of burnt steak. Huh, maybe she was born unlucky too. Noelle's someone I've been watching for a while. She's really talented and extremely hardworking. But somehow she's still a maid. The Knights of Avonia still haven't made her a knight. It's a shame, don't you think? Boy, if she switched to the Adventurers Guild, she'd easily be one of the best there is. The Dads. That's how I refer to all the older adventurers in Mondstadt. Apparently, I was an orphan kid that they rescued from the most perilous situation ever. How cool is that? I have such terrible luck all the time.
I don't think so.
And yet, I was rescued against the odds and survived all this time. It's a miracle if you ask me. Oh, I know who you mean. The girl who's always Wolfendom guy.
Wolfendom guy.
Feral. He's my role model. I keep meaning to ask Master Jean for some help. Oh yeah, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung from the world beyond. She's amazing. I keep asking her if we could go She's a cute kid, but I have to keep my distance. Whenever she's the best singer and dancer out there. I always go to watch her in concert after an adventure goes south. Happy birthday. Best of luck in the year ahead. Don't worry, bad luck isn't contagious. As long as I'm around, it'll be drawn to me and not you, so you're safe. Oh, ow.
Yeah, there's a hangout event with Bennett where he straight up kills somebody. Or he dies. Like, yeah, because back here they made some food and Bennett made it, and then here they got stuck and locked up, and so they're like, oh, let's eat this food that we made earlier. And we're like, well, you've been in here for longer, so you should probably eat it. Or Bennett's like, well, it looks a little bit suspicious, so how about I take a bite first? And then they just die. Here they just get stuck there forever. I think. And here they found a chest. And here it's just raining. And I don't remember what happened here. But yeah, Bennett's was wild. That's for sure.
Adventure time.
Adventure time. Boss, our 2 guests have returned. Quick as ever, I see. I suppose you gained much from your investigations? Huh, you know? Why do you always show up later? Well, I suppose I am remiss. I shall strive to come earlier next time. Anyway, about that toy. You tell him about Bennett, he frowns. A toy based on an adventurer named Bennett? I see. Another thing, we didn't ask you, but Paimon thinks your brother didn't badmouth your shop. He doesn't look like the type. Oh, how so? He seems to be sorry about something concerning you. You pass Karen's words on, Libera's gaze passes through you to what seems to be a place in the indeterminate distance, like a camera adjusting its focus. After a while, a dissatisfied noise struggles its way out of his chest. If you ask me, I don't think that idiot would do something like that either. Wait, so what was this whole contingency thing about? The boss was just looking for an excuse, I suppose. More likely than not, I say. Well, he is a businessman. Businessmen have reputations to consider, and he's the big brother, is he not? A big brother's got a name to uphold, you know? Say any more, and you'll eat my knuckles, sandwich. So continue talking. Haha. It was exactly what Karen said he'd be like. Well, dear guest, I was just thinking that I should go pay that idiot a visit. Whoa, are you going to put your differences aside and go ask him for advice then? Of course not, but if he thinks he's betrayed me and feels bad about that, shouldn't I give him the opportunity to apologize to my face? He did say that, but Paimon doesn't think that's the sort of betrayal someone needs to apologize for. Well, it's decided, Arbonne. There's no need for any further pre-orders. Return all deposits as needed and keep that evaluation board. What, boss? So we're not executing the plan anymore? What about the data collection? There's still time to make adjustments. No, the data collection continues. I have other plans for that. And you've got payments to collect, don't you? I always do honest business. Suspiciously honest in this case. The boss is the boss, even when he's being stubborn. I wouldn't call his attitude toward toys completely worthless. I'll pay a visit to La Porte au Léger once the next 2 days of data collection are complete. I'd like you two to come. 2 good customers. I've got some other things to settle here in the shop, so if you'll excuse me. Goodbye. Alright, let me go do more data collection. You've got such an odd temper. He's not really going to ask for an apology, is he? Well, would you look at that? Our third party has brought about an opportunity for change once again. Third party? That's the 2 of you, of course. Thanks to you, the differences between the 2 shop owners may yet be resolved. That's what happened previously, too. Previously? Aye, have you not noticed how the shop is separated from Le Porte au Léger by the Northland Bank? Northland Bank? Didn't even pay attention. Boss originally wanted to set up shop next to Le Porte au Léger to compete with them directly. Now I doubt that they knew about the boss's history when they reserved that space, but in some way they became a mediator in the conflict, didn't they? That's super interesting. The 2 would love to meddle in other people's business, but this sort of meddling's a first for sure. And that's the importance of third parties, just like how a double act still needs an audience. Well, what about solo acts? Would things work with just 1 actor and 1 audience? Wait, are you trying to betray me too? You'd better watch out for my knuckle sandwich then. This is the Northland Bank. Where are the Fatui guards? Oh, I should probably go get that Mora chest that everybody keeps talking about. It's all over my Instagram feed.
Off we go.
Unless I already got it. There's a decent chance of that. I don't remember where. I think it's back here is where they say it is. Yes. More, 190,000 more. There's a night it says, as long as my champion duelist wins, I can flee to another nation. Though looking at the date of the signature, the big fish didn't escape the something of justice. Well, I took 190,000 from them, regardless of who they were. And they're probably in jail. No, wait. I have 36 of these now. So I need 50 in total. Alrighty. I did that one. Did that one. No records. Oh, wait. So to get to this one, you do have to have done the the quest, right? I also just haven't gone down through this. Or maybe I did? I don't know. And I don't see anything interesting. Ooh, spicy. Very close to each other. Oh, I hit that one. Can't believe it. What else? What else? So I've done all three of those. I've done that one. I need to do this one. That's just a few primos that my other accounts would be missing out on because I'm not doing the virtual quest for that. Sorry, my wife called me in the middle of that. Tasks, you know? Swim, swim, swim. Are we still in Person? Oh no. I was here earlier, wasn't I? Earlier in this stream? Or was it yesterday? Anyway, I wasn't really paying attention. Send invitation. Wow. Okay. So if I don't claim one of those, right? Then let's see, what would I be missing out on? Probably just some Mora. There's so many different things in this. This is so neat. Yeah, okay. Cool. So you can get everything from the shop without that, besides a bit of Mora. So you're really just missing out on 50 primos. Which, you know, is not the end of the world. I'm still missing 7. Oh, do I get some for finishing this, maybe? Yeah. Oh yeah, gotta wait for 2 days. Probably just go to 7 AM. 2 days later. That took a while. Core cooling. Defeat the local legend, Iron Discount. Follow 12 Sealy to their homes. You know, today's supposed to be the day when Lever's gonna pay Karen a visit. Should we go have a look? I see you're doing well, Karen. Brother, what are you doing here? We haven't seen each other in so long, and that's what you chose to say? I just didn't expect you to come over to see me. I mean, our shops are quite close together, but you never came over. I thought you were still angry with me. I'm not here to talk to you about what happened before. I'm going to ask you this. That adventure toy that was made because of me, right? Yeah. I knew I wouldn't be able to hide anything from you. Wait. Now Paimon's confused. Wasn't that toy inspired by Bennett? Ah, I see you two have arrived as well. I'm sorry for not explaining previously, but I didn't know where to begin. Although that adventure did give me critical inspiration, my brother was the real reason I insisted on having the toy made. I can see why it might be complicated for you. I don't really get what was so difficult about all this. Karen, your mawkishness hasn't changed one bit. You haven't changed either, brother. I'm more and more convinced that you and that adventurer are the same type of person. I don't have a vision, nor am I an adventurer. But you have that same adventurous spirit. Bennett lives in an adventure, well, you live for adventure. Did you pick that flattery up from me, too? How can that be? You've never been a flatterer. You've never hesitated to tell me that I haven't any fighting spirit, and while the truth is frustrating, it is the truth nonetheless. You've always been trying to be the best toy merchant ever, but I acceded to the family arrangements, continuing the cycle of clockmaking. Only people like you and Bennett could turn their passions into their profession. I cannot. It would take 100 of me to match your courage. Come on, don't say that about yourself. There's no point in hiding this. When my brother first stated his intentions to move his shop next to mine, my first reaction was to consider moving the shop. Father would be ashamed, and rightly so. But in the end, the Northland Bank took that spot and separated us. A happy coincidence again, you could say. Huh, yeah, Arbon told us about it. Do you really think the world is so full of happy coincidences that the Northland Bank just so happened to come between us at that time? What do you mean, Liver? I had reserved that spot long ago, but a new idea struck me, and so I transferred it to them for a low price. This didn't just come out of nowhere, you know? So you were the one who got them involved? Huh. Did you think that your previous decision was too impulsive or something? Ever since I left, my goal has always been to be the greatest toy merchant, but what sort of greatness would that be if the family feud made my brother move away in the process, huh? Huh. It smells like concern to Paimon. You were just making excuses when you said you wanted Karen to apologize, weren't you? Apologize? What apologize? Did I ever say that? Wow, that's a really earnest denial, considering that you actually did say it. I'm here to congratulate you, Karen. That toy is quite well made. It's been such a long time since I last heard a word of praise from you, brother. I didn't think that. I've also brought you a gift. Here's the data I had these two adventurers gather over the last few days. This should help you create something even more interesting, huh? But weren't you going to make Toy Champion Duelist? That data's important to you, isn't it? That plan's suspended. The market shifted faster than I thought, so some ad hoc adjustments will be necessary. But this data, how could I take it? You take it when I give it to you, obviously. In that case, I'll take it, for safekeeping. Feel free to reclaim it should you ever need it again. So the Griselda plan was to give the data to his brother. I apologize, dear customers, that I did not ask for your suggestion first before doing this. Oh, it's fine. You paid us, didn't you? And this is your personal matter. This was totally worth it if your relationship with your brother can be improved, right, Zapire? Our thoughts are aligned in this, indeed. We're honest businessmen, too. Guess this was a successful third-party intervention. Oh, right, Livre, Charon, since we're here, why don't you strike while the iron's hot and work together on something? You're good at making stuff, Karen, and we can have Livre do the advertising. If you do it as a team, it's sure to work out. I appreciate your good intentions, but there's no need. I feel the same way. Wait, so this is what you two were going to agree on? That Bennett fellow said this too, didn't he? The world is full of all sorts of people, so you did remember that part. The world is full of all sorts of people, and they all have sights that only they can see. If I learned anything from him at all, this would be it. Karen and I are just different people. Which is why we've set out on different paths. Perhaps he thinks that my path is too adventurous, and I, for my part, can't stand the kind of placid existence he leads. Yikes! That's right, if the hour hand does the min hand's work, it will get fired without compensation the next day. And while intense challenges are an adventure, it is a simple life, not one. As well. Everyone's on their own journey of adventure. So since we've each chosen our direction, let's walk down the path and seek our own unique sights. And I'll occasionally go meet with you. After all, your road will be quite difficult. Don't you worry about me. At least I know how to enlist third parties to help me out of jams. I didn't sit around waiting for these adventures at the Northland Bank, let me tell you that. And what will you do when there's a problem that even a third party can't solve? I'm sure you know how the stiffer a gear is, the less durable it will be. I worry that. And if we meet, we'll meet. What else can we do, huh? That's just life. No, you won't be defeated by life, just like Bennett. And if things prove otherwise, yeah. I'll send you flying with a knuckle sandwich. Ha! Brat, listen to yourself. Talking to your big brother like that. Don't get too cocky. Well, if later Farina can sit at the judge's desk for a while, then a little brother can borrow his big brother's lines, right? Haha, I see you're figuring us Fontainians out. I'd like to ask you something, so if you're free, let's meet outside my shop later. That's all I have to say, Karen. I'll be heading back now. You're here. Well, you seem to be in a good mood. Thanks to your help. Speaking of which, Karen's trip to Monsai gave me an idea. Perhaps I should go travel around for a bit and find some inspiration for toys myself. You've traveled the world. You probably know some friends like Bennett. Do you have any suggestions for me? Well, we do have a lot of friends, but when it comes to toy inspiration, that might be a bit tough. Why not look for a third party? Hey, we're a valid third party, aren't we? Are you referring to the Northland Bank? Oh, you meant the previous third party. Oh, look. Paimon thing. The Northland Bank's on the Fatui, and the Fatui are under... Are you referring to a Harbinger? Do you mean that we can make a toy themed after a Harbinger? Huh? So where do you mean... Oh, Paimon gets it. Really, Ray, do you know that there's this very special Harbinger, whom they call the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya? What? Is there such a person? Of course, and he's a real expert too. Maybe he'll inspire you, and you know, a toy merchant and a seller would make a pretty awesome combo, don't you think? Thanks for your suggestions. They've been very helpful. I don't think it would be easy to get in contact with the Harbinger, but I do have some connections to the Northland Bank. I'll see what I can do. Hee, don't forget to invite us to try whatever new toy you come up with. I will. Keep an ear out for news from me. Yeah, first of all...
Keep your eyes wide open.
I'm right here. I am the greatest toy merchant in all of Snezhnaya. Secondly, I'm in jail right now, so you better rethink your whole position, because your Archon put me in jail. your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analysis, so I have no interest in working with anything clockwork related for quite some time. Anyway, that was a fun event. It was really easy, which is nice, because there's so much going on right now as it is. I was really worried that it was going to take me like 4 hours or something like that, but it took me an hour and a half. So yeah, a good time. Let me go ahead and stop the recording there. Hope you enjoyed it. If you were watching on YouTube, come to my Twitch, Sapphire99.